Hey everybody, my name is Nik Schatz and I'm the executive pastor here at Hershey Free Church. Our COVID guidelines have been changing rapidly over the last few weeks, so I want to keep you up to date. And I also have a challenge for you. But let's talk about COVID first. So we recently lifted our mask mandates in the church building. Now what that means is that we're no longer enforcing face coverings or monitoring who is wearing them, but instead asking you to wear one if it's appropriate for you. To word that another way, we aren't enforcing masks from the top down, but we're shifting to personal responsibility. And then, starting next week in June, we will discontinue all of our social distancing practices. By the way, I want to stop and just say thanks to all of you for adjusting so much with us. We weren't sure how online worship would go, but many of you have stayed engaged with your church in that way. Or when we bought a tent and started outdoor services for a safer option, many of you came out, and that 9 a.m. tent service is steadily growing. It was hard for me to even find a seat last weekend, and I saw a bunch of young families there, which was really great. Oh, but that also does remind me, please bring a lawn chair if you plan to attend at 9 a.m. to help us with the seating. Now, thanks again for working with us and for staying connected with your church family. Now, that brings me to a challenge. I want to challenge every one of you watching this video to find a way to build back relational bridges with your church. Over the next few months, I think we need to reconnect. I think we need to regather. I think we need to see each other again. And there are innumerable ways to do this. You could text a few young families that you know and start a kickball game. You could meet up for volleyball or s'mores at a park sometime. You could go for a walk together with church friends that you just haven't seen in a while. I mean, there are so many COVID-friendly ways for you to reconnect and build some bridges back with your church family. If you've already been doing this, then please tell us about it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And if not, I challenge you to try. Hey, thanks again for watching, and I'm praying that each of you will continue to live your lives in Christ, rooted and built up in Him, and firm in your faith, overflowing with thankfulness, as Colossians 2 tells us. Have a great weekend.